Good morning. I sound like that weather forecast, don't I? That Scottish woman. Can't remember her name. Good morning. What was her name? Good morning. It's 8 o'clock on Saturday the 24th of November, and I've just walked from the campsite down here to Hellesveor Cliff, and I'm heading south from here. As you saw, the track on the way down here was probably going to be the worst part of the walk, and that's obviously due to the farmer delivering hay and stuff like that to his cattle at the end here, just to my left, and hopefully that's going to be the worst part of the walk. But I think it is sensible to wear boots, even though I've kind of resisted it for quite a while really. I do prefer to wear trainers, seem to be able to get on faster and more light-footed, but obviously when it comes to mud, trainers are not really the thing, and I've got no idea what's in front of me. It might just slow me down a little bit, but then again it might convince me that I should be wearing boots all the time from now on, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's not a breath of wind this morning, just a tiny little bit. I don't know whether you can hear it in the I hope you can't, but I hope that it's going to solve the problem of the wind problems. And I've got to be honest with you, I don't really expect to meet anybody today. I don't think anybody in the right mind will be on this coastal path apart from me. So it doesn't look too bad actually. There's quite a lot of cloud around, heavy cloud, but it does say sunshine and showers. The sun's brightening up behind me. It should be popping over the brow of this hill quite soon, and I'm expecting to make good progress today. And I'm doing this really because I was bored yesterday, backing up computers and all the rest of it. I do enough as it is, editing and computer work, but having tidied the van and having cleaned up and washed all my pots and had a shower and washed some clothes and all those kind of things, I still have quite a lot of spare time on my hands, and I do a bit of reading and watching DVDs and that kind of thing, but I do get bored quite quickly, and I'm really glad to be back out here on the coastal track to make some progress today. And if I can get to St Just, that will be an absolute bonus. If I don't do that, the Zennor is about 7 miles away, Pendine is about 10-12 miles away, and St Just itself is around about the 15-mile mark, and I can get a bus back to Hellesveor, to the campsite, which is right alongside the bus stop. I'll be able to get back there quite easily if all else fails. I'm well wrapped up this morning. I've got 3 layers of clothes on, my neck warmer, 2 hats, 2 jumpers underneath this, or body warmers, or call it what you like, and I'm feeling really looking forward to this. I had 3 huge sausage sandwiches before I left, which I cooked myself. I've got quite a lot of that kind of thing in the van, so it's not as if I've got an empty stomach, and I'm sure there'll be places further down the track where I can get some more tea. So here we go. Well, I'm within distance of Zennor. I can see it on my left shoulder, and I bumped into Neil and Bob.
Yeah.
Now, you're on a walk from here to St Ives. Is there any particular reason for that, Bob?
I just picked it up where the weather was nice. Get the one or two boys a couple of hours shopping in peace.
All right. So you're going all the way through to St Ives?
Yeah, St Ives, and that's
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
It's a lovely place. I was there the day before yesterday, but with the strong winds, it was virtually deserted.
Yeah,
you know,
that's why we come down here some of year, because otherwise it's just too packed.
Yes, I can imagine.
So it's like.
So are you regulars on Coastal Path walking then, Neil? Is it your kind of thing?
We've done the holiday bit here, but we did do a bit round Ilfracombe.
We've done from Ilfracombe to
Lytton and Lynmouth, didn't we? Minehead. We went Minehead.
Yeah, Minehead to Ilfracombe.
And then back to Lytton and Lynmouth. So we've done a little bit of the North Devon coast.
Right.
But we've done this twice, don't we?
Yeah, it's third time for me.
Third time for you. So it's really a bit of a social walk, really. It's nothing serious.
Just somebody told me about all these big boulders. It's like this at Land's End, where it slows your progress down because you're negotiating pretty big boulders. I've never seen anything like this before, with this boulder sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just this bit. It gets bad now between now and Zennor. Yeah, about an hour's walk from Zennor now, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Well, I just saw a signpost back there. Well, a little plaque thing saying it was 3 miles. So it's probably, I would say, more like 2 now.
Maybe it was 6. I think it was 6 from Zennor. Yeah, it was 6 from Zennor. Yeah. But when you get to the point of the top, there is still quite a walk around the corner before you get into Zennor itself.
Well, I'm not going to. I'm going to carry on down to Pendine.
Yes, you
won't go Zennor and the Tinner's Arms as well.
Yeah,
what, actually in the village?
Yeah,
but that's off the beaten track, isn't it?
That's it's not that far up.
No, that's part of the path, I think.
Well, yeah, it might be. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
skirt by it.
I'm ready for a cup of tea. I think that might be quite a nice.
And there's a pew in the local church allegedly for mermaids as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, obviously.
I'd like to have a look at that.
See if one's in.
Well, look, it's been lovely meeting you guys. I've talked to you for ages, and you know, you're my kind of bloke. You know what I mean? I'm sure. But best of luck to you both.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks for talking, and you can have a look on my
your
blog and have a look, and you'll find yourself on YouTube tomorrow. And you can tell the grandkids, and they'll think, wow, Grandad's on YouTube.
Both of them.
Three young ladies following us up here, so I think you perhaps ought to interview them around the corner.
With a dog called Scooby, isn't it?
Yeah, the dog.
Really? So look, Oh, well, I'll say hello, Scooby.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, nice to meet you.
All right, you take care. Good luck with it all.
Okay, cheers, mate.
I'll wear holes for you.
Thank you very much. Bye now. Bye-bye. He's a complete nutcase, isn't he?
He takes after me, I expect.
Is it your dog?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Tell the resemblance.
Yeah, there is a likeness, isn't there? Look at the hair.
Can we win the love?
Still haven't reached Zennor Point yet, and I keep bumping into some lovely people. And this is Susie, and she's got her dog. What's his name again? Scooby, who was a bit of a nutcase, isn't he? He seems to have settled down now.
Yeah.
So is this a regular thing for you then, Susie, walking along with your friends along the coastal path?
Yes, I love walking. I have to drag them sometimes, but I do love walking.
Yeah, well, it's good exercise. It gets you out in the fresh air.
It does. Yeah.
You know, you couldn't get a more kind of rugged terrain than this to walk along, could you?
Certainly couldn't. And you couldn't get a nicer bit of coastline to walk along, in my opinion. And it's a humble opinion.
Have you walked all the way through to Land's End? Have you been the other way?
Yeah, we've got a family place that we go down to each summer.
Yes.
Near, it's in Zennor, so that's near Land's End.
Yes.
And you'll like Zennor because it's a beautiful, beautiful beach.
Right. So is it like similar to this all the way to Land's End then?
No, this is quite rugged here, but actually the coast path is pretty good all the way.
Yes.
It's not bouldery like this.
Right. Right. So how many more miles have I got of this kind of terrain then?
Probably 2 or 3 days worth.
2 or 3 days worth?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, how far would you say Land's End is away?
So 2 or 3 days to Land's End, if that's where you're going.
You reckon? Oh, right, as far as that?
Yeah.
Oh, right, it looks a lot shorter on the map.
Yeah. But it's so up and down.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Do it a lot.
Oh, well, that's fair. I mean, I'm not in a rush, you know, and I've had to sit and wait for the weather like yesterday as an example. You know, absolutely chucked it down in the afternoon. I could have got a morning walking, but you never know, you know. But anyway, it's been really nice meeting you, Susie, and you're
nice
Scooby.
Meeting you.
who's calmed down quite a bit now, and he's a good
with
boy.
His owner.
Yeah, that's it. You're a good boy, aren't you? Yeah.
When he's
Okay.
not jumping up.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you and good luck.
And also your friends here, who give us a wave, who didn't want to be on the camera,
But now we are.
but now you are. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you. It's 11:30 now, and as you've just heard me talking to that lady Susie, it looks as if it's going to be a tough walk for the rest of the way. She quite unnerved me when she said it's another 2 or 3 days to Land's End, but she's a local person, she knows the score, and if that's what it is, that's what it is. What I'm going to do now is head for Zennor, take a look at the weather and make a decision as to how much further I want to carry on or how much I can carry on, and also look at the sky and see if these showers. We've just had our first few spots of rain at 11:30. I've been walking 3.5 hours and I haven't done 7 miles yet, which kind of illustrates the not necessarily toughness of this walk. It's not up and down very, very steep hills. It's not flat. It's a little bit up and down, but nothing to take your breath away. It's just that you can't take your eyes off the track at all because you're walking on small boulders, big boulders, and you've got to be very careful where you walk because everything is wet from yesterday. I have fallen once and I fell on my back. I don't like wearing boots. I hate wearing boots, and maybe it was a good thing that I put my boots on because it was so wet in the beginning, but now I wish I'd have probably put my trainers in my bag and changed, and I'll do that tomorrow, because it's 1 minute you're walking along rough, stony, bouldery sort of ground, and the next minute you've got a clear run. And my boots they're okay on my right leg. On my left leg they're nipping me around the ankles a bit, and when I wear trainers I don't get that problem. So I've doubled over my socks to give my ankles a little bit more protection. And tomorrow, if I decide to wear my boots, I'll wear an extra pair of socks to sort of fill my boots out a little bit to stop the movement, simply because you're going up and down on these boulders and one thing and another, and I don't feel anywhere near as nimble, and my boots feel very heavy compared to wearing trainers, and I think that's slowing me down. But I've got to be very careful today because it is slippery, and you know, whether I made the right decision I will never know. I might have been better with my trainers, but I might have regretted. It's just one of those decisions that I made. So I'm told there's a pub in Zennor where I can get a cup of tea. I could then think about getting a bus if I want to get a bus back, if I think about it that hard, or I might carry on and work out just how far it's going to be to get further down to Pendeen, bearing in mind that I've only got about 4 hours of daylight left. So I need to make some proper decisions, and a cup of tea will give me quite a bit more time to think about it. Okay, I'll see you later. This gentleman who's caught up with me, and your name is?
Hi, I'm Marcel. I'm from Germany, and I'm met Jim on the way from St. Ives to Pendeen.
We're just heading now into Zennor, and we're going to sit and have a cup of tea. I think that's a good idea, don't you?
Yeah, sounds great.
Alright, so I'll lead the way, shall I?
Okay, perfect.
Cheers. Fine, how are you?
I'm great, thank you.
Yeah, this is
Great walk into you.
this is quite a challenging walk. It's good.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
It's really challenging. So
How heavy is your rucksack?
I think it's around 12 kg.
12. Wow.
Yeah.
12.
But I'm fully equipped with my sleeping stuff and
Yes.
cooking stuff and everything.
All right.
So it gives me a more independence
Yes.
to walk on the way. I'm not connected to the next city, so I'm very easy to go the way.
So where are you staying? Are you just staying where you feel like? You can pitch a tent anywhere?
Yes, I do. But I try to go to Pendeen today.
Yes.
There should be a small pub with a tent pitch area.
Oh,
around.
really? Oh,
So
right.
I try to find him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not far at all now from my cup of tea, which I'm absolutely gagging for, and I've met Chris. Where are you from, Chris?
Chris, I'm from Loughborough, so
Oh,
we're
really?
down here on holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we tracked the weather this morning and decided this was going to be the best place to walk for a couple of hours because the weather's pretty grim all the way around Cornwall, but
Yes.
there's a couple of spots. We're good up here this morning till about 2 o'clock.
Right.
Then we need about an hour's break, and then we're going to head south.
Yes.
We're going to go down to Mousehole and have a
Right.
nice little walk around there,
Right.
and that'll see for another couple of hours.
Excellent.
And then ready for some tea after that. So Jim, you enjoy your walk, right? You're doing great.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and enjoy your cup of tea up at the pub.
I will indeed.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 2,000 miles into this now. I set off in April.
Did you really? That's
yeah.
great, isn't it?
And I went up from up the northeast coast up to Berwick-on-Tweed, then
Okay.
across
Yeah.
to Carlisle, and
Yeah.
now I'm not far from getting as far southwest as I can get.
Well, it's absolutely beautiful walk. Have you walked down here before?
No.
Oh, you're in for a treat. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
So we've done a little bit down the bottom end. When you get to Zennor and round there and down to Land's End,
Right.
it's beautiful walking too.
Yes.
But what amazing this morning, switch your camera around and look at the colour of that sea.
I know.
That's just absolutely unbelievable.
I know, it is. It is. It's like the Mediterranean,
It
isn't
is.
it? Yeah, yeah.
So we've been here a few times, and I've never seen the sea that colour. It's idyllic.
No, it is.
So
It's
you're
like-
in for a treat.
I saw the other day, just by the lighthouse at Godiva. I saw over 80 seals there.
Oh, we were there. We were there only 2 days ago.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
that's the same
Mutton
day as me.
Cove.
Yeah,
Mutton Cove, right by the
Yeah.
yeah. So I know that's lovely. That's a great beach as well for the dogs.
That's on YouTube. You can watch it.
Okay, we'll have a look at
I
that.
got film of that. I think it was on
Definitely.
day 224 of my walk.
Okay,
But
fantastic.
I did a separate thing, just a quick
Yep.
couple of minutes.
Okay.
You know, which went sort of worldwide sort of thing, and
Yeah.
a lot of people like it.
Oh, great.
But apparently it's the favourite spot for seeing seals in big numbers. But
Well-
nobody's ever seen as many as that before.
It's an incredible amount. Actually, we spent a good few minutes down there having a
It's
good
just a
old look.
pity it was so windy because I couldn't. It was
It's a bit
really
dangerous with our dogs because
Yeah,
the cliff
yeah.
edge is very dangerous, isn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
Right by the
Yeah.
cliff edge, so
Yeah.
it was a bit uncomfortable really with the dogs.
Yeah,
You never know what they're capable of doing.
No, that's right.
Yeah, they
And-
might fancy a quick run down there.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel exactly the same, and because it was
Yeah.
gusting so much, I
Yeah.
never go more than a
Yeah.
foot nearer the edge.
No.
But when it's gusting, it can soon take you over, you know.
Yeah. Well, Jim, it's nice to meet you, and
Nice
you have
to
a
meet you,
great
mate.
trip, and very good luck to you.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
indeed.
it's been a
Cheers.
pleasure.
There we are. It's just before 1 o'clock, and Marcel and I have arrived here at the Tinner's Arms, and we've been looking at all our options and making decisions about how far we're going to go, and I've made the decision to stop here and catch the next bus back to the campsite, which is only 4 or 5 miles away. And Marcel, he's not quite sure, he's a little bit indecisive at the moment, but I think you've decided more or less the same, because we're going to run out of daylight by about 4 o'clock. It's a 3-hour walk, and the forecast is by 2 o'clock this afternoon it's going to start raining, which is why I've decided to call it a day. But have you made a decision, Marcel? Are you going to stay here as well, do you think?
Oh yeah, I think I will do. I try to manage to go to Pendeen.
Yes.
You said it already. Will be around 3 hours, maybe
Yes.
4 hours. But I think I'm well prepared. We have got a waterproof clothes, waterproof jacket. Or
Yes.
the lovely guy from the pub told us the condition on the way should be a bit better than the way we passed already, so I think I would try to manage. And if there is anything,
So
I will pitch up my tent and I will
yes,
sleep
here.
on the way.
Well, I could meet you here in the morning and we could carry on together. That might be a solution. It's not far up the road. I could meet you here tomorrow morning and we could carry on to Pendeen or down to St. Just if that's another option.
Yeah, that could be another option.
Yes.
So we should talk about it in detail. That could be a really good option. So
Yes, I think so.
yeah, but we covered 11 Ks today.
Yes.
So it's not that far. So
Yes. But it's been a hard walk.
yeah, it was a really hard walk. So I
that
didn't
was
expect it that
No, I didn't.
it was a
It's
kind of climbing.
No, I mean boulders.
Yeah.
I should have brought a safety rope and what they call a belay for some
Yeah.
of these boulders. They're very big, and
Yeah.
I did fall once actually
Oh.
with these boots that I'm not used to wearing boots, and I've got
Yeah.
so used to the grip on my trainers. But it was a good idea to wear boots because it has been very wet. Now, where are you actually from then, Marcel?
I'm from Germany. I'm living close to Cologne in the western part of Germany.
Yes.
My wife is working on her PhD at the moment, and I needed to spend some overtime, so I decided to go for a short trip to the coast of Cornwall and spend some nice days here walking the coast paths.
Is this your first time here?
It's my first time in the south of England. Yeah, I have been up in Scotland and in the borderlands for several times, but I've never been here in this southern part.
So what's your first impression of Cornwall?
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So I've never expected that's such a great place.
Yeah.
So I like the way of life the people are doing, and the landscape and the views are great. So I really enjoy.
They're very friendly people as well, aren't they?
Yeah, they're really
They'll
great.
do
Yeah.
anything to give you help and advice and
Yeah,
see
that's
you
true.
out of a jam. I've come across many examples while I've been walking down this coast of the generosity and kindness of people, and it's just a natural thing. It's just
you're
so
absolutely right,
friendly, and I found exactly the same about the Welsh people as well. I don't know if you've been to Wales, but it's this sort of southwest corner of England and Wales. It does have very friendly people. I mean, I'm from the north, but I'm from a city, and I think out here in these villages, it's slightly different. They seem to be much more accommodating, and friendly. But look, it's been a real pleasure meeting you, Marcel, and you're just going to finish your beer. I'm going to finish this cup of tea. I'm going to have a beer because I'm going to catch a bus back, and I've got to catch a bus at around 1:45, so I've still got an hour. So let's enjoy it.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Thank you very
Thank you,
much. Thank you. Gentlemen, your name is?
Simon.
Simon. And this is?
I'm Daphne, hello.
Daphne. I'm very pleased to meet you, Daphne. And keep in touch.
We will.
That'd be very nice. It's a pleasure meeting you.
You too.
And you sat in the best place, aren't you?
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, seriously, I think the forecast for this afternoon, I was going to walk to Pendeen, but I decided not to. It's going to be too wet and too dark by the time we get to Pendeen. Yeah.
We'll be back. Okay.
Nice to meet you. This is just a really quick hello to these people that I've been talking to. Lovely people. Your name is?
Rachel.
Rachel.
And Will.
And Will. And you've done the same walk as me today.
We have, indeed.
A bit of a toughie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quite challenging.
Yeah, I think with all the rain yesterday it made it a little bit more. I mean, obviously in dry conditions it would have been okay, but when it's wet you've got to watch your step a bit.
Yeah.
We did indeed, but it was
well worth it.
It was lovely, a lovely pub at the end.
Absolutely.
The Tinner's Arms.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much indeed.
All right,
Check me out on Facebook and YouTube.
We will.
So now it's 10 to 2 and I thought there was going to be a bus here at 1:48, which was 2 minutes ago, but the manager of the pub that we've just been in, or the owner of the pub, said no, the next one is 2:48. So these ladies, and this is Faith with her back to me.
Hi.
She's waving in the mirror, look. And this is
G. Hi.
G, and this is G, and they've very kindly offered me a lift back to the campsite, which is only 4 miles away or thereabouts. And whereabouts is it that you live, Faith? Is it
Stivians.
And whereabouts is that?
That's sort of in the middle between Falmouth and Redruth. And it's got a big lake there, so when you look at a weather map of Cornwall, in the middle you'll see a lake.
Right.
And that's where we live.
That's right. And so you come on these little excursions and find a night, you're going to have a nice pub lunch somewhere every sort of Saturday, do you, or something?
We wouldn't like to say that we are ladies that lunch. We are ladies that like to go and have a bit of an adventure. So we never know where we're going to go, and we just head in the right direction.
So it's a similar kind of thing to me then, isn't it?
Yeah, well, we just go and think, well, we'll take that road and see where it takes us.
So
we always
our
find somewhere
paths
nice.
have crossed?
They have. For some reason or another, our paths have crossed.
So what we're going to do, are we going to go and find another pub somewhere?
It's very boring for people like me because I can't drink.
So ladies, thank you very much, Faith. Thanks for driving back. It was a pleasure to meet you, and I'm sure we're going to meet again one day, and not in the not too distant future. When I turn the corner from Land's End, I'm going to be sort of going around, and I'm going to be in very easy reach of you anyway.
Yeah, might see you in Falmouth. You never know.
I hope so. That would be lovely. Thank you.
You take care.
Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye. Bye bye.